Well, obviously we'd like to win in a little more calmer fashion, but really appreciate the men in our locker room, both our coaching staff and our players, and how they really just, it's slowly becoming part of our DNA and our culture to not watch the scoreboard, to not worry about negative things that happen, just to play each play as a life of its own. And, that's that all our home games are a testament of it, even in the loss, because every game has been to the wire, last second, overtime. And I'm just really thankful for those men. I mean, they worked their tails off as coaches. They worked their tails off as players, and they deserve the reward. So I'm really pleased with where we're at. Do we have things to get better at? Sure we do. Sure we do. But, we'll work on them. It's a whole lot easier to do it with a smile.
How much time are you going to spend practicing slides with Parker this week?
Well, yeah, I think that shows you who Parker is. His competitive nature, his competitive spirit. He wanted to get in that end zone. He wanted to make a difference. And boy, did he. He rushed for over 104 yards. And, he threw for, 190, I think it was. We gave up a couple of sacks, and that's uncharacteristic for us. But I think that was because of they were dropping 8 a lot, and he was holding the ball for a good long time. And, some of those were coverage sacks. But I'm really pleased with how Parker plays. I wouldn't trade him for anybody in the country.
You had Sloan with 122 yards rushing, Parker with 104, and Josh had 70.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great day. I think that just is a testament. I was talking to Greg just a minute ago. It's a testament to us being able to do that. Let our young wideouts grow up and develop a cohesiveness. And we've had some injuries and some shuffling of that deck and guys coming back from injury and stuff like that has taken the burden off Parker a little bit because, they still haven't got the cohesiveness that they need at that position like we had last year. And we're developing that and still winning football games, and that's because of our running game.
Offensive line looked great, lots of protection throughout the game, and obviously the run game as well. And Peyton talked about last week. He said, we've had the same 5 guys on the field. We've actually grown together as a group.
Yes, and we want to continue that. And I think Coach Losey's done Eric Losey's done a great job of developing that mentality. And they are understanding what each other can do and what they can't do and how they've got to get the job done. And really pleased with that and with them 5 being together. I think that's a credit to how we're practicing them. Our 2 units coming along and getting better, so we will have some available people if we needed it. But really pleased with that group and really feel like it's the best offensive line we've had so far to this game since I've been here. And that's no discredit to anybody that's been here in the past. It's just they're all gelling together and playing well.
The 2 interceptions came at big times.
Oh, huge. I mean, another thing I was talking about, the overtime interception, was a great play by Nick Cheeley. And Nick was the one that gave up the touchdown just 4 plays before. And I don't say that to put Nick out there like that. I say it, a great example of a young man that obviously was disappointed, but didn't let it affect how he played. He went back out there. I think it shows great trust from Jake Johnson and Mike Dietzel to put him back out there. And he went and made a play. And Logan made the pick. And then the interception that Mike Smith made was incredible. I mean, to tip it to yourself and intercept it in the red zone, that was huge. That could have created some issues for us. And it's good to play complimentary football like that.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all being here.
Career day as far as number of carries, at least in college. How'd the workload feel? Obviously, 122 yards and multiple touchdowns. So.
Yeah. It felt real good. O-line was clicking and getting their calls out and getting to their spot. So really the 20 carries didn't even feel like it because, everybody's doing their job. And it's part of the game, too. You just got to keep going and going and going to the game's over with. So how many carries is in between, you got to get it in.
And of course, not just that, you're also receiving as well. Led the team in most catches today, 5 catches, 40 yards as well. So that multi-versatility, obviously it's always been a factor of your game, but what were you seeing today? It looked like you were seeing the holes, the gaps really well today.
Yeah, like I said, the O-line was getting to their spots, And when they get to the spots and it makes my job easy, I just hit the hole and get what I can get and do what I can do.
Yeah. Logan, again, man, 15 tackles. You've been a tackle machine all season long so far. Do you find the ball, or does the ball find you?
I think both. Sometimes I just find it, and then sometimes it just comes to me. I got great guys around me that do their job and alongside me, and we just play together as a team defense.
Kind of piggyback off that, Nick had the tip up there in overtime.
Yeah.
And you were right there for it.
Yeah.
Have you thought about, should I cut back? Should I have stick arm more? Anything like that?
You can always go back and say you should have done this, should have done that, but I saw a big gap over there and tried to take it, so.
I didn't mean to diminish anything. It's an awesome play, great play. Obviously, it set up the win as well. Talk about just in general the defense today. It was a little bit of bend don't break to a degree, but big plays when it was really needed.
Yeah, Mike had a pick in the red zone when we were not doing so well. We gave up a lot of rushing yards, but I think we did our best at the very end to force that field goal miss and take it into overtime and give it to our offense and get stops for us too.